That shivers me timbers. Oh, wait, we're recording? Okay. Hello and welcome to a crash course on the Qin Dynasty of China. First, let's talk a little about what a dynasty is. It's another word for a group of people who manage to gain power over the entire country. The Illuminati, I hear you saying. Well, actually, a dynasty is usually run by an emperor, so not the Illuminati. The Qin Dynasty was actually the first Chinese dynasty, and in about roughly 221 BCE, Emperor Qin Shi Huang managed to conquer the other 6 states and control all of China. Here's a picture of what the guy looked like, by the way. Emperor Qin Shi Huang liked the ideas of the Chinese philosopher Han Fei. Here's what he looked like. Han Fei had developed a philosophy called legalism. The idea was to establish rules that applied to everyone, and to punish anyone that did not follow those rules. Emperor Qin replaced the traditional Chinese system of feudalism with a new centralized government and divided China into 36 provinces. Each of these provinces had 3 officials in charge, one for the military, one for the farms, and one to report back to the emperor. At the same time, the emperor also introduced shared standards for a lot of things. Everything from wagons to weights and coins became standardized. Here's what Chinese coins look like. But for Emperor Qin Shi Huang, this was just the beginning. In just a few short years, he developed a lot of new stuff in China. He was also worried about having Mongols invading China, so he decided to build the Great Wall of China. The thing actually spanned China from east to west, making it rather difficult for said Mongols to enter China. Actually, the thing was so big they could see it from the moon. Here's a picture of that, by the way. Emperor Qin Shi Huang also had the Shanggao Canal developed. The Shanggao Canal irrigated large parts of central China, and it caused stagnant waters to flow and created an enormous area of fertile land that could be cultivated. This was one of the reasons the Qin Dynasty became rich and strong. Here's what that canal looked like. During the Qin Dynasty, arts of many kinds blossomed, and perhaps artists created awesome statues and paintings, and perhaps most interesting of all, Emperor Qin Shi Huang placed the order to make the terracotta army, which included more than 8,000 soldiers, well, statues of soldiers, that is, as well as some horses, wagons, and a bit more fantastic. Well, all these statues were buried in pits close to the emperor's mausoleum. The idea was to protect him after death. Here's a picture of that, by the way. The Qin Dynasty also made great advances in the art of war. They introduced the idea of foot soldiers and began using crossbows as part of the standard weapon of the army. The smiths of the Qin Dynasty also figured out how to make swords using steel and bronze. Who used chromium oxide as an anti-corrosive protective coating. This process was lost for 2,000 years and then reinvented by the Germans. Ja, sausage and Wiener Schnitzel, ja. Anyway, here's some pictures of Chinese weapons from the Qin Dynasty period. Speaking of weapons, click the button below to subscribe, or else. She's a beauty, isn't she, though? Anyway, the Qin Dynasty was truly remarkable. It united the warring states of China, it introduced centralized government, new art, and new weapons, as well as many new ways of writing. Well, actually, just one. Anyway, it introduced a new legal framework, as well as new standards for pretty much everything. It led to the creation of the Great Wall of China and the Shangyao Camel. However, it only lasted 15 years. But it has influenced China as later dynasties, and, well, yeah. Who knows? It may even be part of the reason that we're getting overrun by Chinese companies in pretty much every field. I mean, come on, they seem to be able to make anything we can come up with, but faster, better, and cheaper. Well, then there can... Well, at least we still know how to make good sausages. Yeah, German sausage, yeah. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this crash course on the Qin Dynasty. This is Thomas Kenner signing out. But before that, seriously, click the subscribe button.